It's alive! It's alive!
Modigliani. tough son of a gun, y'all. Alias Dolomite. I heard of his coming even before his time, and I ain't lying. Listen, on the day that he was born, his baby wore a sign saying Dolomite is here, and this bad brother is mine. Hey, 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 Dolomite. Oh, brother, you're out of sight. Dolomite, yeah, brother. Oh, man, you're all right. He's here to let the whole world know how bad a man is he. Yeah, so won't you stop, look and listen while I run down the man's pedigree. Hey, 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 oh, he's cold and bold, no heart in his soul. He's rough and ready. Don't try to stop him, cause you sure will regret it. Here comes Dolomite. The man is dynamite. Dolomite is out of sight. Hey, brother. All you fellas who's jealous, I think you ought to be told. All right now, look out for time bombs and Dolomite. At any time, the man might explode.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. This is Jules Quimby. October 21st, 2020. 2020. One tubby. This is Filmuzik. Recordbar Radio. All right, calm down, Julian. Stop yelling. It's only Wednesday. Someday. Hey, you just heard Dolomite, the theme from Dolomite. And the singer's name is Ben Taylor. That is from 1975. I hope everybody saw the Netflix movie with Eddie Murphy. How great was that? And before that was a beautiful piece from Book of Love. Mo Digliani was a special version. And that was used in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. One of the greatest Thanksgiving era films of all time. The great Steve Martin and the beloved John Candy. Oh, he is missed. Today's going to be pretty good. I got a hodgepodge of goodies, some children's records, some soundtracky stuff, a few covers, and a new segment which I'm going to introduce today at the half mark. So, with that, thank you for joining. Kick back.
music. I love it. It's my life. You know, whenever I work, whenever I work, whenever I work, it's in and around the music business.
Let me say this to you, and then I'm leaving because I gotta go to the toilet. This is what I came here for to tell you. If you're here today with someone you love, this is the right moment to listen carefully to what I tell you. You'll be together the rest of your lives, never have no trouble no more. If someone had told you what I'm about to tell you earlier in your life, be considerate of your mate. Care, worry about their feelings. The most important thing you must do in a romance, a love affair, social contact, physical. When you love someone, you got to wash your ass. Don't look at me, lady, I'm telling the truth. You got to wash your ass. You can let your armpits go 2 days, but not your ass. How can you tell someone I love you, darling, knowing in your heart you haven't washed your ass?
From the movie Cat People, that's Paul's theme, Mr. Giorgio. Before that, you heard Red Fox, A Word of Advice. From the album entitled, You Got to Wash Your Ass. That bit was called, You Got to Wash Your Ass. Oh, and the piece before that, it was an experimental record. It was by an artist named Lutto Lento. Might as well keep the Giorgio train going. This is from American Gigolo. This is the B-side of Call Me, instrumental. It's really awesome. I think it runs a little over 5 minutes. And it's not really a true instrumental because the bass line is slightly altered. And it almost sounds like a completely different song. But it's groovy. From the movie American Gigolo, Call Me by Blondie, instrumental version. American Gigolo from 1980. That's when America first saw Richard Gere's Ding-a-ling. Speaking of ding-a-lings, we got some Chuck Berry trivia coming up next. Boy, Eric is going crazy over there. I said, ding-a-ling, what's wrong with y'all? We have to bring that word back, ding-a-ling. Such a fun word. Oh, wait a minute. Don't you hate instrumentals that aren't really instrumentals? What you singing for at the end? Shut up, bitch. All right, look. Got a Beatles cover. This is a great Beatles cover by the great Lenny White, a jazz funk legend who's played with so many people. 1978. This is from his album called Streamline. And what's really special about this song, Chaka Khan is also singing on it. He sings a little bit, and then she sings one part, and then back and forth, back and forth. Also, this month, the White Album actually wrapped recording in 1968. So there's the tie-in, folks. This is Lenny White featuring Chaka Khan, Lady Madonna. You are going to dig this.
Money when you pay the rent. Did you think that money
There it is, folks. Mr. Lenny White featuring Shaka Khan from 1978. Lady Madonna. I should just pick one week and just play nothing but Beatles covers. That would be just awesome. And not just the typical popular Beatles covers. I mean, just stuff that you may not be familiar with and stuff that's new to me. But yes, Mr. Lenny White. All right, we are at the halfway mark, folks. We did it. Yeah. All right, I got to turn into... That was a great cover, wasn't it? I told you. I got to be a typical black man here. Told you. Didn't I tell you? I told you, boys. Thank you. And now, this next segment here, it's called This Week in Film Music. So, 1972, today, Chuck Berry... I mentioned Chuck Berry earlier. Chuck Berry lands his only #1 hit on the Hot 100 with My Ding-a-ling. I mean, not My Ding-a-ling, but his Ding-a-ling. The song is called My Ding-a-ling, but it's about Chuck Berry's. See, My Ding-a-ling, that's none of your business. Chuck Berry's Ding-a-ling, that's public domain, just to let you know. And he recorded it live. And what's cool about the song, they must have rehearsed it because the crowd, the ladies sang the my part, and the fellas would go, ding-a-ling, and the ladies would go, my, and the fellas would go, ding-a-ling, and the ladies would go, I want you to play with my, and the fellas would go, ding-a-ling. So, there it is. Look it up, folks. 1972, Chuck Berry. And some of you grown-ass folks, when you're complaining about that WAP song, men have been singing about that ding-a-ling since day one. I'm sure as your artifacts, you'll find Adam did some kind of hieroglyphics on the wall of his ding-a-ling, so please, stop it. Are we recording? Oh, yeah. Okay. 1972, Curtis Mayfield's soundtrack of Superfly hit #1. I did not bring any Curtis Mayfield today. I'll do it next week. Oh, in 2003, the great Elliott Smith, who was known for his song Miss Misery, he died of self-inflicted stab wounds, which is still somewhat of a mystery. Age 34 in Los Angeles, 2003. And it's been said that he's battled depression for some time. The great Elliott Smith. Now, a really cool film tie-in, film music tie-in. The director of that video, Miss Misery, that guy was the kid in Airplane, the kid in the cockpit that Peter Graves was just one peanut bag away from molesting. That's the guy who directed Miss Misery. And his name is Rossi Harris. And lastly, 1967, Lulu's To Sir With Love song hits #1 in the U.S., and it would remain #1 for another 4 weeks. It was from the movie To Sir With Love as well. And it was a movie with Sidney Poitier. She's playing a high school student. And it's a great ballad. I like to put Lulu in the same category as Dusty Springfield. She's one of those pop singers that has a very soulful voice. They're not soul singers, but they're very soulful. Kind of like Adele, you know. And with that, guess what? I'm going to play To Sir With Love right now.
No
From the movie To Sir With Love, the song To Sir With Love. From the soundtrack To Sir With Love by Lulu. Keeping the music going. This is Quincy Jones featuring Bill Cosby. This is 1969. This is the theme from the Bill Cosby Show, not The Cosby Show. This is the early Bill Cosby. 1969.
Smack it. Roll it. Yeah. Good Lord. Ha ha ha. Small louse. Whoa, whoa. Gonna get some more. Then you get some ropes, I'm right, sir. Roll 'em up. Good Lord.
From the TV show, The Bill Cosby Show. The name of the song is called Hickey Burr. That's Quincy Jones. Yeah, buddy. Did I mention I was going to bring some Mr. T music? Yes. No. Did I? Well, I'm telling you now. And I brought some Mr. T music. He did an album in 1984 called Mr. T's Commandment. A child-friendly, educational, informational, improvisational album. He's mostly just like talking his way through most of the songs. This one is a slow jam. However, it's not one of those, cuddle up with your lover type of slow jam. This is a slow jam called Don't Talk to Strangers. I'm only going to play a portion of this. And after this, I'm going to follow it up with a song by Kraftwerk used in the SNL skit Sprockets.
Walking home after school, and this man drives up and he's acting real cool. He'll say, "You want some candy, or do you need a ride?" You just say, "No thank you, sir, I'm doing just fine." He might say, "I know your mama and your daddy real good, and they sent me to pick you up, and I told them I would. But don't you trust a word that he says, because he's not your family and he ain't your friend. Please be careful. Don't talk to strangers, because you never know who you might be talking to. Don't talk to strangers, because you never know who you might be talking to. You're home alone, and there's a knock at the door. Hey, Just don't open it. Ask who it's for. You can't be too careful when it comes to trust. So beware of strangers, the phonies and the crooks. Might be friendly or call you by name. But don't be no fool and fall for that game. You keep that door locked. That's what it's for.
Oh, come on, it's Amazon Prime. Just open the damn door, would you?
T. And I'll tell you the score. Don't talk to him. Remember what I said. This ain't no joke here. I'm very serious.
Now's the part where we dance. Craft work, people. I remember this from the Sprockets bit from SNL. But they sped it up really fast, and I really hated it. Anyway, dig.
Over, Mr. Murdoch and Mr. Boston. This is Joey Hammond.
Oh, hi, Joey.
Come on up here, you can see better.
Joey, we have something here for our special visitors. Would you like to have it?
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Sure. You ever been in a cockpit before?
No, sir, I've never been up in a plane before.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
Do you want me to check the weather, Clarence?
No, why don't you take care of it? Joey, do you ever hang around the gymnasium?
We better get back now, Joey.
No, Joey can stay here for a while if you'd like.
Could I? Okay, if you don't get in the way.
Flight 209 to Denver Radio. Climbing the cruise at 42,000.
The summer sky is pretty, it almost makes me sigh. The day should last forever, there goes a butterfly. Bailar no quiere tío y dice socarrón. Bailar, bailar, que me sofoco yo. Bailar, bailar, que me sofoco yo. La bella primavera de verde se vistió, de otoño con invierno bailando el rigodón. Bailar no quiere tiro y dice socarrón. Bailar, bailar, que me sofoco yo. Bailar, bailar, que me sofoco yo. The summer sky is pretty, it almost makes me sigh. The day should last forever, there goes a butterfly. Bailar no quiere tío y dice socarrón. Bailar, bailar, que me sofoco yo. Bailar, bailar, que me sofoco yo.
Hey, that cool song, that was from the TV show Via Alegre from PBS. That was from the early 70s. That was a half-hour show. Of course, it took its cues from Sesame Street, but it was predominantly a bilingual show. Really good stuff, and this is a soundtrack recording from that TV show. Next song, this is a local shout-out. I'm not a big fan of parody songs, I'm telling you right now. This one particularly, I'm going to let this one slide in because this is a local song from Bud Latour. Bud Latour, I don't know much about him. I do know that he went to high school here at Trevor Brown, and he worked for KZZP and KDKB, and he was really good at making parody songs. And this one is called Rock Me Jerry Lewis, which is based on the song Rock Me Amadeus, and they played the hell out of this in 1986. Now, Bud Latour might not ring a bell. However, you may remember a song in the early 90s called People Are Still Having Sex. All right, now all the club and techno heads are like, oh, wait a minute. Yes, that's the same Latour that did this song. So this is Latour with Rock Me Jerry Lewis.
Rock me, Jerry Lewis, 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 Jerry Lewis.
Telethon. 1926, New Jersey, March 16th. Jerry Lewis is born in Newark. 1946, at the age of 20, Jerry Lewis meets Dean Martin for the first time. 1949, Martin and Lewis star in their first film, My Friend Irma. 1956, Martin and Lewis release Hollywood or Bust, then split up. 1963, on his own, Lewis stars in The Nutty Professor. 1973, Lewis chooses Las Vegas as the home for the MDA telethons. Labor Day, 3 years later, Frank Sinatra reunites Martin and Lewis live on the telethon. In 1986, for no apparent reason, Mike Elliott and Bud Latour record
Rock Me Jerry Lewis, rock me Jerry Lewis, Jerry.
There it is, folks. Bud Latour, Rock Me Jerry Lewis, KZZP, we salute you, 104.7. All right, let's put some disco back into it, folks. From the movie Meatballs, this is the American werewolf himself, David Naughton. And honestly, this song really does jam. Making it. we're just going to keep the disco train moving. This is Barry White and the Love Unlimited Orchestra, the theme from King Kong. White and the Love Unlimited Orchestra. King Kong, 1976, people. Barry White was amazing. I think that just about wraps it up, folks. I just want to say, hey, check out our merch. We got merch, shirts, stickers, caps. I'm watching Erica. She has to do this every time. She points to her head. I was like, what? Headbands, sunglasses, oh, caps. That's right. Oh, slip mats. Look at the slip mats, y'all. I'll take a screenshot and post it later. Anyway, folks, hey, check it out. I really hope you enjoyed today's episode of Film Music. The last song I want to leave you with is from a movie called Boogie Nights. No, not the typical song that someone plays from Boogie Nights. This is the New Year's Eve song playing in the background. This is Charles Wright and the 103rd Street Watts Band. This is when things are starting to come to a head, literally. But yeah, Charles Wright, folks. Thanks again for listening. Keep watching the skis.
Everybody,
you heard right.
flow, do your thing. Everybody, get on the floor, do your thing. Whatever it is. Ooh. Ah. Lord. Hey.